have a good feeling, having a good feeling. Such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're glowing inside, and when you wake up, ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. Such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. So welcome to the Foxen Show. Thanks, Mr. Rogers, for that wonderful introduction song. And welcome to the Foxen Show. Why am I celebrating? What am I celebrating? The end of Trumpism. It's got to be near. It could even be today. I just had this feeling it could be today, or that today, Sunday, December 7th, December 7th, 2025, could be the day that Trumpism finally collapses for good and forever. I think we're going to have another 4th of July. Excuse me, Dusty Cat's here. 4th of July, too. Except, of course, it'll be on whatever day it's on, not the 4th of July. Hopefully, we don't have to wait that long. It'd be interesting if it happened on the 4th of July, but what about December 7th? What if December 7th is the day we celebrate, like the 4th of July, but even better, because this is a bigger victory over Trump than the victory over King George or whoever it was. So, I'm going to sing some songs to celebrate, hoping that today's the day, December 7th. But whatever the day is, I think we'll be celebrating it kind of like the 4th of July. It'll be called December 7th or the 7th of December, or let's just hope it's the 7th of December, or the 8th of December. It can happen a lot sooner than a lot of people expect. So I'm looking forward to the end of Trumpism and ready to go ahead and celebrate, and just have a celebration ready to go in case I'm busy when it actually happens. And I can't celebrate in the moment. But this could be the last day of Trumpism, so let's celebrate like it is, or get ready to celebrate like it is, because it's coming soon. So here's a song. Hi, welcome to life. Welcome to the Foxen Show. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Foxen Show. And this song goes like this. The song I usually open with is called Worlds Away. I know this fellow always has something to say. He's not the one to tell you night from day. And now he's in your town, there's going to be a way. Just go through him to get out of the gray. In these days we're all astray. Amazing in these nights when all the graves are raves. Who's to say it's all a play? We're gazing worlds away as we fly through the waves. I like this girl, she wants me to turn it in. She asked me where all of my life has been. We never met, just felt that look, and then I wanted to turn out all that lies within. In these days we're all astray. Amazing in these nights when all the graves are raves. Who's to say it's all a play? We're gazing worlds away as we fly through the waves. Thanks. That was Worlds Away. I'll go ahead and sing you Cat Town, since the cat is making an appearance. So many roads take flight on both sides of the night. Our boat will pass them by on both sides of the night. And in between banks, we'll float on and pour out thanks that we'll get there if we just glide. Back down in Cat Town. Back down in Cat Town if you get there safely. Back down in Cat Town if you get there fine. Pink and gold and bright on both sides of the night. I think we stole away from sight on both sides of the night. And in between days, Our imagination plays with its wondrous selves, you and I. Back down in Cat Town. Back down in Cat Town if you get there safely. Back down in Cat Town if you get there fine. If you go, you will find no one is around. If you can, they won't mind if you just back down. We never told these lies on both sides of the night until we passed two stone felines on both sides of the night. Back down in Cat Town. Back down in Cat Town if you get there safely. Back down in Cat Town if you get there fine. Thanks, Outlaw. It's good to see you again. Just wanted to sing a couple songs. I'm celebrating the end of Trumpism. I feel like today's the day. Like I keep thinking today's the day. Like I keep feeling like we're getting close to the day. I just had a feeling today. I was like, today could be the day. This could be the last day of Trump, the last day of Trumpism. This could be the end of Trumpism for good. So, and I thought maybe I'll be working when it actually happens. So I wanted to go ahead and celebrate now. So I've got some celebration on record that people can celebrate with me. So thanks for celebrating with me. The end of Trumpism, the end of Trump, and the end of Trumpism. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Because Lip Shoodle said I'm so excited. So I know, I want to end Trumpism all day, forever. Good to see you too. Ready for Islamic neighbors? Yes. My neighbors are not. I might already have Islamic neighbors. I don't really know my neighbors well enough to know whether they're Islamic or not. I think they're all for us and not against. I think they're all for us and not against Western civilization. Hooray! Yeah, so we're going to get rid of Trumpism. Somebody said, how are we going to get rid of Trumpism earlier? And they said, because of Bubba. Yep, because of Bubba. Yeah, Hassan called it. Brightleaf said, how are we get rid of Trump? Because of Bubba. Honestly, I do think that MAGA homophobia is so strong that Trump is going to go down for going down on BJT. I mean, BJT is going to go down for going down on Bubba instead of all his crimes. Like, MAGA homophobia is so strong that BJT will go down for going down on Bubba instead of all of his crimes. Unless Bubba is a horse, in which case that's also a crime. But if it's just Bill Clinton, that's not a crime. But somehow that's worse than the horse MAGA. They're so weird and backwards and opposite day. Trump mutineers are Space Force in the streets, flat Earth in the sheets. All their beliefs are contradictory lies and racism and weird. So anyway, we'll sort them out. We'll get them back to being Americans again. And we'll celebrate the end of Trumpism, the end of Trump. Okay. But yeah, I just had to review that because it said, lost me, sulked if Bill Clinton, who cares, just funny. I don't understand what your words meant. Trust me, MAGA do care. Exactly. And MAGA should care. There's two really important things about BJT going down on Bill Clinton. One is all the MAGA people who are gay but repress it because they think being gay is bad, they can just get over that and they can go be gay because their master, their god baby, Trump, blew Bill Clinton. So they can go blow somebody and they can feel fine about it. And then like their whole life can change, right? They could be open about it. I've said for months that open gay sex probably cures fascism because secret gay sex that you're ashamed of leads to fascism. Look at Mike Johnson and Lindsey Graham and Pete Hegseth and Trump and just all of them. What's his name? Tucker Carlson. That's all of them. They're all you can tell by looking at them. Anyway, MAGA does care, exactly. Someone said worthless man. This isn't a place for valuing people. This isn't some slave auction, MAGA. MAGA, be gone. You have no power here. Okay. I've been good. Okay, I'll sing another song for you guys. So I don't know if anybody's looking to talk or not. I think they're all for us and not against Western civilization. Hooray. Better than Christmas. Christmas every day. I'll sing you a song with Santa Claus in it. It goes like this. Let me just double check the chat real quick. Whoa, you guys are chatting a lot. Y'all can calm down. I'm not even going to stay live that long. Okay, goes like this. Walking in the land of Oz. Oh, this will be in celebration of like Wicked and stuff. But more than that, it'll be in celebration of Oz, the real Oz. But Oz is real. See TikTok here? Oz is real. We need to rescue TikTok from the well, by the way. TikTok is currently trapped by an evil gnome king. This happens in this book, and therefore it happens in real life 100 years later after the book was written. And so the evil gnome king has captured TikTok, and we need to rescue TikTok. That's where we're at right now in the book. Okay. So this is the song, The Land of Oz. And it goes like this. Walking in the land of Oz, we don't have to care just where we put our paws. Pass by the fastest sawhorse that you never saw. The present wrapped in bows, all roads to Santa Claus. Glinda, frame me with your magic picture. The Shaggy Man and the Wizard both agree. Ozma, you're the one we're all here for. Dorothy, click your heels and wish for me. On the road of yellow bricks, leave your scaring post behind, it's just a stick. Find the heart that makes you tick. Feeling brave is easy with a magic trick. Glinda, frame me with your magic picture. The Shaggy Man and the Wizard both agree. Ozma, you're the one we're all here for. Dorothy, click your heels and wish for me. In the Emerald City, everything is so green and so pretty. We can live out all our dreams when we grow into the shoes that make us queens. Glinda, frame me with your magic picture. The Shaggy Man and the Wizard both agree. Ozma, you're the one we're all here for. Dorothy, click your heels and wish for me. I'll sing you guys another song if you want. That was The Land of Oz by Foxen. Hope you can find it. Ask around. I don't know the last verse because I don't know where to find the song. I forgot the last verse. There might even be 2 more verses that I forgot. This next song will be called... Maybe I should read some of your comments. We'll see. Okay. Let's read through your comments real quick. Y'all can stop commenting because I'm not going to stay live that much longer. Better than Christmas. That's where we left off. Somebody said Mega Mega. Somebody said Trump's your daddy. Someone says lies. And if they are, then I'm still excited. Anything to get rid of Trump. I'll gladly submit to the Quran. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just whatever gets rid of Trump is fine. We can have Canada annex half of us and Mexico annex the other half of us and give the land back to the indigenous people. Trump's your daddy. MAGA. Oh, I should read them in Russian. Sorry. Trump's your daddy. Miga. Trump's your daddy. Trump's your daddy. LOL. STFU. The Nazi pedos is a commenting about the Nazi pedos, the Trump-Hootners. They're worse than original Nazis because they're all pedos somehow too. And somebody says, this homosexual demon has no influence. You're goofy and your men will simply put you back in your place. And us men will simply put you back in your place. Us men. People who say us men. You love going down on horses. Strange man, good luck out there. Mega. Shut your face, Megat. Weirdo. So what if they... So what if they take away women's rights? They've proved they don't deserve them, please praise Allah. Lim Strudel seems to be trolling. So I should have read it in Russian, sorry. So what if they take away women's rights? They prove they don't deserve them, please Allah. Robert says, weirdo. Cowboy says, I don't want to say there's a problem with Christian fascism, but... Oh yeah, wait, that's true though. I don't want to say there's a problem with Christian fascism, but there might be a problem there. Mark Maron, I don't know who that is, but That's a very wise statement. I can just pin that comment. Trias, you're goofy. Goofy and laughable. No facts, BS opinion. We are fighting and God will decide the truth of it. Goodbye, traitor. God, your country has chosen, and Allah is winning. Your God won't exist in 2030. And why white people don't have cousins? I never see you with cousins. That might just be a normal American's comment. Sorry. Why white people don't have cousins? I never see y'all with cousins. I don't know. I never see y'all with y'all cousins. I don't. I have some cousins, but I never see them either. So I know where you're coming from. What's going on in here? Hello, Miss Savage. I was singing some songs to celebrate the end of Trumpism. End in Trumpism. Hopefully today. Today could be the last day. December 7th. It's got a nice ring to it. December 7th, like 4th of July, but December 7th. Limpstrudel. Imagine hating your country so much. You bring in people like me who hate you, but smile in your face and agree with you while we take over. This wouldn't have been possible 20, 30 years ago. It's 20, 30 years ago how long the Russians have been doing this particular plan. They got Krasnov in 85. They got Trump to be Special Agent Krasnov in 85. Is that the time frame we're talking about? The time frame since Putin captured Trump as Special Agent Krasnov in 1985? Is that the time frame? Yet to see the end. Oh, the end of Trumpism? I'm filming this to celebrate the end of Trumpism in case it happens later today while I have to work. Limp Through says, dude, retard. LOL. No Russian. Allah Akbar. I like that liberals don't reproduce. If I ain't snowing, I ain't going. If I ain't snowing, I ain't going. I don't know if that's Russian or not. Sorry. How old? How old are you? Vivian Kane says, how old am I? I'm super old. Keep talking in Russian accent. Blah. Your American accent is gay. Do a flip. Oh, sorry. Do a flip might be American. Sorry. Miss Savage says, where are you from, mate? I kind of love your accent. Oh, I was just doing a Russian accent to make fun of the trolls. This is how I talk regular. This is my regular talk. Um, I'm, I'm from Oz, the fairy country, the future, but currently America. Currently in America. That's why I can tell you guys we're in Trumpism like today. I don't know if it's December 7th, but it's today. It's today. It's today. It's going to be real soon. It could be, is today December 7th? It could be, it could be today. It's really soon. YouTube Police 999 says, eat something. Your Russian accent is killer. Lone Wolf and Cub. Oh, I used to read Lone Wolf and Cub. I mean, I have Lone Wolf and Cub comic books in the other room. It's what they made The Mandalorian about. The Mandalorian and Grogu is based on Lone Wolf and Cub manga. Nice to meet you, Lone Wolf and Cub. Oh, he subscribed. Thank you, Irrelevant. Thank you for subscribing. You might like my content. I got a lot of content. Do a flip, Lost Libs, and comment on my content if you do. If you enjoy my content, please comment. Eat something nutritious, please. No, I'm sorry, that might not be Russian. Eat something nutritious, please. It's important for yourself. Have a healthy balance. Okay, I'll sing you guys another song. This is called Waiting for a Ride. Are you waiting for a ride? Do you have the time for me to come inside? Who's going to lead all of the lives we leave behind? Are you trading in your guides? Are you chafing at the reins that tame our strides? Who's going to lead all of the lives we leave behind? Are you skating on thin ice? Are you debating if the warning signs were lies? Who's going to lead all of the lives we leave behind? Are you tailored to your pride? Are you laying low while the others hit the heights? Who's going to lead all of the lives we leave behind? Are you faking you're alive? Are you replaying all the stages you deprived? Who's going to lead all of the lives we leave behind? Here I'm left on scene, I've never felt so in between. If I want you this much, it's so easy to tell. If you're gonna love me like this, I better overload love myself. Here I'm left on scene, sweeping all of the stages clean. When the curtains close, was it all just an act? Or is playtime over and we're going back to adulthood? That suburban hellhole. Here I'm left on scene, one gray detective, the other green. Dusting gardens and galleries for memories of art. I'm exhibit A, but I'm missing a part. Do you have it? Is my heart a plot twist? Here I'm left on scene, like a satellite magic queen. When dreaming up schemes, no one seems to wake up. Trapping hatfuls of rabbits with maps and makeup. You can't see her, so you just have to be her. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the Foxen Show. Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I was singing a Mr. Rogers song to open the show. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you comb your hair. It's you I like. Way you are right now. Way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you. Not your toys. They're just beside you. It's you I like. Every part of you. Your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue. It's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you I like. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I love Mr. Rogers. I have a little book of Mr. Rogers' wisdom here somewhere, but I was going to read it for, I don't know, TikTok or something back when I was on TikTok. This is TikTok, by the way. We should rescue TikTok from the bad guys that capture him. They capture him in the book, too, right about here. Let me see. A clever conquest. The great dragon still had his eyes closed, and even snoring in a manner that resembled a distant thunder, but Polychrome was now desperate because any further delay meant the destruction of her friends. That's after they captured TikTok, baby. Wait, here we go. The princess and the TikTok would soon be melted into... Oh, never mind. See, it's dangerous stuff. You have to save TikTok. The book tells... All the Oz books tell the future. So if you read the Oz books, you'll know secrets about the future. And if you read TikTok of Oz, you'll know where we are in the book right now is right about there. We need to save TikTok. We need to rescue TikTok. He's our good fairy friend from Oz. Mary had a little lamb, and her nose was full of snow everywhere. Your mother goes, she gets called. Oh, how? That was a good rhyme, but you didn't spell it right. A for poetry, though. I can't read anybody's comments anymore. Okay, yeah, we caught up with the comments. Okay. Thank you for the new Mr. Rogers compliment. Doesn't want to be an adult. I probably have a song about that. I've got the Blue Fairy. Say you want to be a real boy, so why run away from me? I'm the voice inside your head now. I'm your closest company. The Blue Fairy watches us with our own eyes. Knows we'll grow out of our lies. The Blue Fairy makes us real when we believe we can escape from you and me. You smashed me when I tried to warn you. Ignored my ghost along the way. Tricked into gold farming, they tied you to a tree until the fairy saved the day. The Blue Fairy watches us with our own eyes. Knows we'll grow out of our lies. The Blue Fairy makes us real when we believe we can escape from you and me. They tried to hide you in a donkey's skin and ears They tried to hide you in a whale. They tried to hide you in a puppet show of fears, pinned inside a splinter jail. The blue fairy watches us with our own eyes, knows we'll grow out of our lies. The blue fairy makes us real when we believe we can't escape from you and me. I got to ask, what the heck is happening in this room? Nothing. There's almost absolutely nothing happening here. There's a cat sitting here. Nobody knows what that means. Jonasons, atheists, ready to bend to the knee to Islam and have a little look off the top. With a position like this, the right will always win. Well, the right never wins. The right's a bunch of losers. Daniel says, Mary had a little lamb. Oh, yeah, we read that one. Hush it up, brah. Don't ignore the monster. What did y'all get George Floyd for Christmas? I don't want to say there. Canned air. Oh, that was the pinned comment. Well, okay, I'll sing you the monster song since you mentioned it. This is called Maybe a Monster. Maybe I was a vampire. Maybe I was a dream you tried to keep. Maybe I was a beehive of desire. Maybe I was a nightmare running free. Maybe I was asleep all day. Maybe I was in the bat cave serving tea. Maybe I was just a disco ball away. Maybe she lights up and sets me free. My mama made me a monster. I fell in with the lonely ones. We fell out of the crowd. My mama made me a monster. She loves us like we are the only ones. Tells us we are born this way to be ourselves and be proud. Maybe I had a screw loose. Maybe lightning made this puzzle live again. Maybe burned by all the torches and abuse. Maybe I was only looking for a friend. Maybe I was rolled too tightly. Maybe buried me down in a tomb of gold. Maybe stuck inside a statue that looked like me. Maybe needed to get out of all the old. My mama made me a monster. Our royal family was unknown to us. When we fell out of the clouds, my mama made me a monster. She took us in and made a home for us, where she says it is okay to play and be loud. Maybe I changed in the moonlight. Maybe it brought out the true beast underneath. Maybe my paws up made it feel so right. Maybe I'll stay this way if I show her my teeth. Maybe I played under a bridge some. Maybe I never took the yellow road above. Maybe a unicorn will be my new religion. Maybe ride me on that highway to love. My mama made me a monster. Designer styles of love outgrown by us. Cast throw the real you in. Fantastic hand-me-downs. My mama made me a monster. The dazzling dream she fashioned clothes for us, with telephones for crowns. My mama made me a monster. Thanks. Let me read your comments. Miss Savage says, okay, I got it. So to be honest, your Russian accent is just as remarkable and adorable as your songs. Oh, thank you. I do wonder how you become so incredibly good at accents and what others you can do. Just Russian. Russian's the only accent I practice because I read Trump trolls. I get a lot of Trump trolls, so I read their comments in Russian. to remind everybody that they're Russian, that they chose Russia over America. If they've ever been to America, most of them are actually Russian. Sometimes it makes their comments make more sense because you can hear them in Russian. I don't know. I might do other accents, but probably not very good at them because that's the one I practice the most. And I think it's just like channeling thing. I'm fairy. I believe in fairy stuff, and fairies connect to everything. So you can probably just impersonate anything if you like connect to it. Clayton Trump says, "I feel bad for people like this. Their life must be miserable, always hating everything that's right." sorry, sorry, sorry. I broke character. Always hating everything that's right. And what's right about like kidnappings and concentration camps? Like seriously, that what's right about that? I don't think that's right. But like that's one of the things we hate. We hate the kidnappings. We hate the concentration camps. We hate putting National Guards out there behind the kidnappers. The kidnappers are making everybody mad. The National Guards are just like gardening, standing around gardening, and then nobody's doing anything to the National Guard because it doesn't make any sense. But like nobody's doing anything to the kidnappers either because they're intimidating because they're terrorists, right? So nobody's really doing anything. But Trump like was counting on somebody to do something. So then he gets the DCIA shooter out to shoot some National Guard to try to get pop things off. It's like nobody's trying to have his civil war except for Trump and like a few of his dumbasses. And it's like we can just win your civil war by not having it. Your civil war is stupid. Or we can win your civil war. We can just defeat you a lot faster than we did last time, like in a couple of days. But we don't need any of that stuff. Like we know that's what you guys are up to, and then Russia's gonna steal all your money. He's gonna trick you into some investment schemes or something. And he's gonna steal all your money. Like Melania did it already. She's getting sued for doing it. And Trump's done it many times, but y'all won't hear anything against him. But maybe you'll hear something against the wicked Melania. Maybe that's how we should do it. We should divide MAGA against Melania because she did steal a bunch of y'all's money. I mean, Trump does too, but y'all won't hear that. But we should divide you against the wicked Melania or the wicked MTG. I'll do you my Regulators rap. If you guys don't remember why we used to hate MTG, it goes like this. Here's a little story about Jaden X, just one of 70 million reasons Trumpers shouldn't have sex. So you grew up black in Utah? Damn, I'm sorry, and Mormon? Still, that's no excuse for your Capitol storming. Were you abused in the Olympics when they made you a skater? So write a book or suit, don't let it make you a traitor. On the Capitol steps, you really added some pep, letting everyone know it's Trump and Putin you rep. Helped your fellow rebels rebel up and cheered him on as savage. You yelled, let's burn it down before you went into ravage. Every cop who tried to stop the mob, you threatened their life. Every door they locked, you popped up and said, I got a knife. You yelled, go, and Ashley jumped the window. You stayed on your feet. Like yelling pull to fire your fellow terrorist skeet. When they blew her ass away just like a trumper clay pigeon, she died just for your life. You youthful guilt just a smidgen. You sold your soul for 30. You sold the vid for 30 G's. You sold your soul for some views. The FBI caught you, but a judge released. Guess they were guilty too. You're back on YouTube blocking me, feeling free, I bet. I guarantee you're just not on this Trump terrorist net, tying you to Trump and all of his kind until it turns to bars of iron. You'll all be safer to behind. Here's a little story about Marjorie Taylor Greene and why Trumpers should not be heard or seen. So you stalk Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Well, you're going to be an inmate, and she's going to be prez. Saw you peeping through the mail slot at AOC's office door. Bitch, if you can read and write, you would know what it's for. Isn't it a federal crime just for raising the flap? I think your wrist needs some handcuffs, not just a slap. Think your dumb ass can debate AOC? If it fell dead in the forest, you couldn't debate a tree. You know that we're wrong. We know that you're wrong by all the things that you said. The way Trump and Putin replaced the brains in your head. We all love the brilliant AOC. She makes an impression, but we love her because she's like us, not some jealous obsession. The right wishes they had an AOC because she's so awesome. But if you're the closest they've got, does that make you the hot one? Nah, I'm just being sarcastic. Nothing's as ugly and drastic as these racist Congress traitors acting all bombastic. Here's a little story about Lauren Boebert. Fuck the pudding. She's why Trumpers shouldn't even get yogurt. Dyed her hair and wore fake glasses to look like Sarah Palin. Say, isn't that the starter kit for fascism and Phelan? Just like Palin, all her funding probably comes from a Russian. To accept her Cuban Nazi views, you need a concussion. She filmed herself illegally carrying a gun in D.C. Same cops who gassed you for a BLM sign let her run free. Days before the Trump insurrection, she gave tours of the Capitol, showed her terrorist friends a way in so they wouldn't need a map at all. On the 6th, she tweeted, this is 1776. She's calling Biden a tyrant, but they're just some dumb hicks. We got Congress and Senator problems we need to fix. Getting elected to overthrow us, them some treasonous tricks. And they couldn't shoot us all even if we only had sticks. They're calling uh, Biden a tyrant, but they're just in dumb hicks. We won't even need violence now that we're in the mix. We're wrapping hope in Roman scandals and we're lighting the wicks for the day when Trump is locked away just hammering bricks. That was the song Regulators, if you want to hear it again. It's spelled like regulator. Well, it's spelled like traders, but it's got REGU in front of it. Regulators. So you can look that up on YouTube. Hi, Lily. Nice to see you. Is it snowing there? I was up all night. I had this idea this morning. I posted this great video. It just turned out perfect. Like not the last video I posted, but the second to last video I posted, just turned out perfect. It was like magical. And I was like, maybe today's the day. Maybe today is the day that we get rid of Trump, that Trumpism ends. And I think even if it's not the very end of Trump entirely himself, it could be a big enough significant event that we're like, yeah, the end of Trump is nigh. The end of Trump is due like this week, like in the next few days. But it could be today. And I've always said for a long time, I've said whatever day we get rid of Trump, it's going to be like a holiday, like October, like 4th of July. It's going to be like December 7th, like the 7th of December. We'll have like an extra fireworks display. Like it'll be bigger than the 4th of July because this is a bigger overthrow to overthrow Trump than to overthrow King George or whatever in his knickers. Get rid of Trump, or what would he do? It will never be the end of Trump. Trump will be president forever. Oh wait, I got to read it in Russian. Sorry, people are fans of my Russian accent already. Okay. Hi, Lily. Still snowing there? Awesome. We got snow here too, but it's probably all going to melt today. Someone insulted AOC. She's going to be your next president or Jasmine Crockett's vice president, so get used to it. You look like Russell Crowe, bro. Thanks. I think that's a compliment. Look, the crazy clown is big. Okay. We caught up in the chat. Everhoff Duster. Someone put this dude in padded room already. Why do Americans why do Americans have this? That's probably a legitimate question from a legitimate person. The guy from the Saw movies? Get rid of Trump. Or what he do? What he do? Krisnov. Special Agent Krisnov. It will never be the end of Trump. Trump will be president forever. Lord, this dude needs the help. Let's get up a GoFundMe. You liberals say this every day could be today. It's never going to happen. Never going to be today. You're not going to be able to. Where the problem at? I'm spinning on these like I'm a laundromat. Trump's going to dominate political scene 4 years to come. Ha ha ha. Don't Jasmine go lie about your boy Jeffrey. What? Jasmine? I don't understand what Jasmine has to do with Jeffrey. You look like Chris Ely, the comedian. Oh, that's probably a compliment. You look like Chris Ely, the comedian. Thanks. Why do people in America have down on it? It's because they shouldn't make weed illegal. That's a big problem. Okay. I'll probably shut down the live. So it's a little bit shorter. I can get some sleep. But thank y'all for being here. I'll sing another song before we go, just to reward you for sticking around. It's called Champion of Accomplishments because you made it all the way through the live. Rising slowly up the tower. No, I don't think you're Russian necessarily, although your name is Ilya Slavinko. 1988. Ilya Kovalenko. I don't know. You do sound like you could be Russian. But no, I think all Trump Trump-Ooteniers are Russian. Anybody who supports Trump is a Russian. They're not American anymore. They've sold out to Russia. If they were ever here, they sold out to Russia. But like 90% of people who support Trump, especially online, 90% of people who support Trump have always been foreign, not necessarily Russian, but like because of Russian influence from anywhere in the world, they troll Americans, and all this trolling has led to Trump. And it's a sorry, sad state of affairs. And they do the same thing in other countries. They're all bragging about, we've got nationalists in every European country. Anyway, they're all going to lose. They're huge losers. Oh, wait, Boston, Massachusetts. Tim is from Boston, Massachusetts. Cool. I don't think you're Russian. I just think your mind is Russian. You have a mind of Putin's own. I'm in Denver, Colorado. So nice to meet you in Boston, Massachusetts. The Ukraine and Palestine shit in the big is gross. Dude, what's gross about a flag? It's not gross. I mean, I can appreciate if you're saying my painting wasn't very good, but what I think what you're trying to say, because you referred to it as Ukraine and Palestine, is that you don't support Ukraine and Palestine. Well, that's a you problem. Because everybody else in the world, all the people and everybody else, all the good spirits and everything in the world supports Ukraine and Palestine and USA and Israel and Russia against Trump and Putin and Netanyahu. Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are the enemies of Ukraine and Palestine. We know that. But Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are also the enemies of Russia and America and Israel. I mean, come on. Like, we can see through these guys. We need to call them out. We need to stop them. We need to put their evil tyranny to an end. I call it the Pillow Revolution because we can do a lot of it from bed. I was going to sing you guys another song, Champion of Accomplishments. Ready? It goes like this. Rising slowly up the tower. Hold on, let me try it again. I should have coughed a little more before I started singing tonight. Sorry about this. Here we go. Rising slowly up the tower, thrones fleeting out of your hand, throwing lightning bolts to open up the sky, with keys you drew out of the sand. Someone's waiting in the boss room. You've got the skill to take him down. Please remember before you level up and take just one more look around. You're the champion of accomplishments. Champion of accomplishments. Champion of accomplishments. You're the champion of accomplishments. Champion of accomplishments. Champion of accomplishments. I think you'd better take this with you. It can help you on the way. All these tricks and traps and treasures are here to show you how to play. You're the champion of accomplishments. Champion of accomplishments. Champion of accomplishments. You're the champion of accomplishments. 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 Congratulations. You survived alive. Hello, Lost One. Nice to meet you. Or nice to see you again. What are you talking about? All the illegal foreigners are getting deported. Because you said, I am Russian born, but I am American citizen. Deport all illegal aliens. What if we deport you for being Russian? Or what if he put you in a camp for being Russian? Of course, you're in Denver with libtard opinions like that. It's where people with libtard opinions belong. Is you from Ukraine? No, I'm not from Ukraine. Sorry, are you from Ukraine? No, I'm not from Ukraine. I just support Ukraine like all good people do. Trump is the world's daddy. Why do you guys want a daddy so bad? I haven't been interested in I mean, I've got a real dad, but I don't feel like I need it. Zelensky is fucking like all mad about Zelensky. You tried to assassinate Zelensky because you can't win. Losers. You guys tried to assassinate Zelensky recently. You tried to make him take a surrender deal or surrender peace deal, which is really just going to be a trap for Trump. It's going to show how much of a Russian Trump is. And the reason you did that is because Putin can't pay the army anymore. I don't know who's paying you guys, but he can't pay his army anymore. He's broke. All his kidnapping people from other countries to try to fight for the war, that hadn't been working. I mean, they just get killed, but he has to kidnap thousands of people from other countries to fight in this stupid war. He could just go home. He could just quit. Putin is conservative, so I support conservatives. No, you're a Nazi. Putin's a Nazi and you're a Nazi. Everybody hates you. That's why everyone hates you. Trump, LOL. Bro, study politics from WhatsApp. Okay, I'm not going to read your comment in Russian unless I feel like you're a troll. I don't know if you're a Trump Putin, you're a troll or not. So, Americans in Russia should join up. Then we would not have to deal with the left retarded ideology. Maybe you should go back to Russia, your mother country, and go fight for Putin. Because one thing about all the trolls that Putin's got out on the internet, they ain't stopping anybody from advancing around Moscow. Prigozhin almost overthrew Putin. Your guy's weak. It won't take much. We should probably take Russia, honestly. We should probably just take Russia once we replace Trump. His main, because he attacked our country. He attacked our country with Trump. So let's take Russia. Fuck Putin. You bit off more than you could chew this time, buddies. Trump be silent since. Oh, sorry. Trump be silent since BRICS. I don't know what that means, though. Trump is dominating everything. You guys can't do nothing about it. You could call out how gay you are. Trump doesn't think before taking decisions. That's the problem. Well, Trump doesn't have to think. Putin does his thinking for him. Putin just tells Trump what to do. Trump is just completely a puppet of Putin. So is Netanyahu, as far as I can tell. So is Modi and Orban. All of them are just Putin puppets. And Putin's a piece of trash, dude. Putin and shit, dude. Put that Russian bear to bed before the people want your head on a pike. We don't like tyrants who strike at our neighbors and waste all our labors. Put that Russian bear to bed before the people want your head on a basket. Don't ask it. We won't try to mask it. No one's rooting for you, Putin. That song has like 12 more verses to it, but I don't remember them. So look up Put That Russian Bear to Bed if you want to hear the rest of that one. I can tell. Here he goes. Here goes the Trump Putin here. Ready? I can tell you one thing at least. He's not tanking the economy like Biden did. Is this the same guy who was like, why do you think I'm Russian? It's like, maybe because you're Russian? Oh, you're totally Russian. Like, completely Russian. I'm not from U.S., buddy. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Trump sucks. Thank you, Dragon Redonic. You may enjoy, Dragon, since you're here and you're a dragon, you may enjoy my book, Puffin's Magic Dragon Fairy Tales. Puffin's Magic Dragon Fairy Tales. They're all fairy tales. They're all dragon stories. If anybody's religious, you might enjoy my book, The Church of Judas, about replacing Christianity with the Church of Judas. Just explains the Gospel of Judas, like Jesus' prophecy he gave to Judas that nobody talks about, but I talk about it in that book. And then TikTok of Oz. I didn't write this book. This is L. Frank Baum from 111 years ago, 112 years ago. This is a really good book. So check out all the Oz books. I'm from Oz myself. The future. It's like a future fairyland where there's no money and there's no war. Currently, I'm in Denver, USA. Or Denver area. Trump sucks. Yep, Trump does suck. I am from here. Where are you from, Lost One? Did you say? Tell us where you're from if you don't mind, Lost One. We know that Ilyanko is from Russia. It's a Lost One. If you're not an American, get the fuck out of here. Dude, you're Russian. You're like a self-confessed Russian. Awesome. Thanks, man. And you're welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. MAGA's not really welcome here. I'm going to make fun of them. Well, you're obviously a libtor. Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Easy for you to say. It's not your family going to war. I don't know what side you're on with that. If you're against Putin, I agree with you. I can't really tell what you're saying. I can't really tell what that's a response to. I came here illegally, dumbass. I know you came here illegally. Legally. You had to correct yourself. You Freudian slipped and said you came here illegally. Oh my gosh. I wish I could take this. I can take a screenshot. It's worth it. Even if I messed up the live, it's worth taking a screenshot. It's so funny. Trump Putiners are just like the stupidest people that have ever lived in the history of all mankind. So sometimes they say funny things at least. Okay, it worked. Cool. Sherry said right. Wars are hell. Yeah. We don't want wars. We can just shut down the wars. It's only Putin and Netanyahu. It's only Putin and Netanyahu and Trump causing the wars. They basically caused. Well, I won't get into that because I'm about to shut down the live in just a few minutes. So I'll read the rest of your comments and then I'll see you guys later. I hope. Comment on my videos if you like, so we can stay in touch. What are you talking? We can't win. Doesn't Russia own like a quarter of Ukraine right now? I think Ukraine took a lot of Russia too. So no, you just get lied to a lot. Like you believe a lot of lies. Is all that happened. Well, Russia definitely owns part of Ukraine now. Yeah, and the peace agreement was to for even more than they've captured, but they don't own part of it. They've occupied part of it, like Israel occupied part of Gaza. The occupiers are always the bad guys. Like that's all that's going on here. It's like you don't see really obvious stuff. And Putin's killed 1 million Russians to do it, and probably 600,000 Ukrainians. But he's killed like 1 million Russians to do it. You're not supporting Russia by supporting Putin, dude. You're betraying Russia. You're betraying both your countries. You're like a double traitor right now. You're betraying the country you were born in, Russia, by supporting Putin, and you're betraying USA, the country you've been living in, by supporting Trump. Like you're double traitor. Double traitor. Double fuck off. Double traitor. You know? Like everybody hates you for reasons. Or just change. Just become a decent person. Become a real American. Okay. What are you talking? We can't win. Doesn't Russia own like a quarter? Well, Russia definitely owns part of Ukraine. Bro, Ulyss, what are you talking? I was just talking. I was reading their comments. LOL, are you talking about Zelensky kidnapping other people to try to fight his... That's not Zelensky. Putin's kidnapping people from different countries, hundreds of people from a bunch of different countries, like 150 different countries he's kidnapped people from to fight in his war. That's Putin. And he's kidnapped 40,000 kids from Ukraine. That's your dumbass pedophile Nazis. That's your sex trafficking ring. That's Trump and Putin. That's Epstein and Trump and Putin. That's you guys. Stop being that way. Stop being on that side. That's the way everyone's going to see you. And if they want to take all your property and put you in jail for the rest of your life or whatever, you know, that's the result of being supporting kidnapping and stuff. LOL, Antifa supporter claims that we're Nazis. That's rich. No, you're Nazis. We all know you're Nazis. Trump knows he's a Nazi. The Roman salute is a Nazi salute. The SS, Secretary of War, Secretary of Defense, whatever it is, SS, Secretary of Defense, like they're telling you blatantly that they're Nazis. I get Nazis in my chat all the time, bragging about being Nazis, saying Heil Trump and all this bullshit. And the other MAGA never disagree with them. You're all fucking Nazis. You sometimes whine about being called Nazis, but that's what you damn are. So at least you're ashamed of what you are. I'm not ashamed of what I am. Call me damn anything. Call me the worst thing you can come up with. I'll probably wear it like a badge of honor. Because from a Trump-Putin ear, an insult is a compliment. Trump-Putin ears are like opposite day. You guys are like opposite day every day. Why would I go back to Russia when I'm a legal American citizen? Because we catapult you off Sarah Palin's porch for supporting Trump with all the other fucking MAGA. We just get on Sarah Palin's porch with a giant catapult. We just catapult you guys off. And we catapult you in one of two different directions. Because you guys insist there's two different genders. So you get one camp for your males and one camp for your females. That's it. That's the last time y'all see any of them. You're extremely... I'll just say you're extremely a genius. You're extremely genius. Because I'll just read the Russians' comments in opposite. Cheryl says, wow, he's from a place of no war. But he says, oh yes, after Trump take Russia, you make no sense. Yeah, take Russia. The future is no war. While we have war, you might as well use it and take Russia. Besides, you don't even have to take Russia with a war. It's not much to take Russia. We've just been given like Ukraine slingshots or something. So as soon as they gave Ukraine some real weapons, they would have taken out Putin like a long time ago. They're just afraid of nuclear bombs. But you just take out Putin's capacity to do that. It's not that fucking hard. Especially not these days. We easily kick Putin's ass. Putin's a dipshit. If he didn't have our countries with his fake rulers. Okay, let's read the rest of your comments. So we keep taking over Ukraine. I'm not MAGA. I'm America first. So you're on Marjorie Taylor Greene's side or Trump's side? What does that mean now? definitely will lose the war against Russia. Do you forget that Russia won World War II, not America? No, America won World War II. You can fuck right off of that. You might have beat some Nazis in a significant fashion. Good for you, except you also got taken over by the Nazis. You're an example. But I got no room to talk because America got taken over by the Nazis too. Trump is an example. That's what we need to put out. We need to stop that shit. Okay. Do you have proof of that's what he does? Yeah, his concentration camps are proof. You're on the wrong side of history because you support Trump and his concentration camps. Cheryl says, but you said take Russia. You said that 5 minutes ago. Yeah, take Russia. I say take America. I don't give a damn. Take any of these fucking countries doing this shit. I don't give a fuck. You think I give a fuck about America? I mean, I think we could save America. I think it'd be a great idea to save America, but I think the next best bet, I think the best bet right now is military coup. You arrest Pete Hegseth and you let Trump flee to Russia. You show everybody what Trump is by letting him flee to Russia. Say, Trump, you are invited to flee to Russia. We're not going to shoot down your plane or whatever. Like, we're going to take you safe, whatever. They're going to convince Trump that they'll let him go safely to Russia. They're just going to arrest Pete Hegseth. Dude, we'll be sitting pretty. That's probably the best way. Second best way is impeachment and stuff. But like another thing on the list is if we can't get rid of Trump, whatever, if he's like trying to use the military against us, just invite Canada and Mexico to take us over. We'll have plenty of support for American citizens. Like the American citizens can right now beat the army, the American army. If you watch Knitting Cult Lady, she broke it down statistically that the amount of soldiers they can put in every city is about 300. The amount of veterans that already live in every city is about 3,000. So they can fuck right off with that shit. They ain't gonna do shit. Trump ain't gonna be able to do shit to America. Y'all wait and see. We're gonna win that one real quick. I gotta shut down the live quick, so don't make any more comments. We're gonna win that war against Trump and against Putin. Wait till we get done with Trump. We're coming for Putin if we don't get him first. Yeah, we're coming for Putin. Putin would be done, dude. That country might be done. You're going to be very disappointed you believe all the bullshit they're speaking. No, I'm not going to be disappointed. Russia's going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. I said I'm American Russian. Yeah, so take that shit back to your piece of shit Russian ancestors. Take that shit to your fucking piece of shit Russian ancestors right now. So I fucking curse you on behalf of all America and all humanity and all good spirits on the fucking planet. All good spirits of Earth curse you fucking Russian pieces of shit. So take that back with you in a box, bitch. Yeah, supporting Trump is hating the USA. Yeah, it is. Supporting Trump isn't hating the USA. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you're a traitor. We all hate you. All Americans hate you, Trump-Putiners. I came here legally. I don't give a fuck. I support ICE 100%. Right? You should go to jail for 100% of the rest of your life. Everybody who supports ICE and all the ICE agents should go to jail for the rest of their lives. And we give all your stuff to real Americans, well, to immigrants, and give them citizenship so they become real Americans, but give them all to immigrants. I also support ICE 100%. Great. So now we know Cheryl Machado TY5PP. We can get all of her stuff. Her channel activity is she joined 2 years ago, has 0 subscribers. And that Ilya Kovalenko, 1988, is from 14 years ago, 3 subscribers. All right, shutting down the live. I mean, you're legally. You can prove your edit type of dummies, typos. You're so dumb you don't know what typos exist. Yes, Trump is so bad, but the guy the one people should listen to. You're such a retard. When did Ukraine take Russia? Show me. Ukraine's taking a lot of Russia. Look at some real news. Valencia is not accepting peace deal, so Russia's going to take all of Ukraine. Now that I know, we're going to take all of Russia. The clown is big. Well, you're totally making an ass of yourself, saying shit. Told us what makes Trump a Nazi. We know what makes Trump a Nazi. Okay, I can't read all your comments. I gotta shut down live. Told you not to keep making comments. Anyway, Patriots are not draft dodgers. Thank you, John. John knows what an American is. We got an American in here, so thanks. I'm Russian born, but no, you're still a Russian. You're a Trump-Putineer. You're a traitor. Even American born who became MAGA are traitors to America. We should deport them all to Russia. Deport them all to Siberia or whatever Ukraine renames it. Deport all Trump-Putineers to Siberia or whatever Ukraine renames it. Peace.